As I watch reruns of Barney Miller, a show that just is fantastic from 1981, a whole series, I don't think there's any show, any episode that was a disappointment, not one. Barney Miller. Then I remember something about the Manchurian Candidate from 1962, which wasn't released, I think, until 20, 30 years later. Lawrence Harvey, in the movie, said, why did they, first of all, they did a remake of it. They didn't need to, because it was perfect, this movie. Why did they scrubbed this part unless you actually see the whole movie. He said, Josie was lovable, I was lovable, the whole thing was lovable. This was like his good memories. But they wiped out that most important part where he accidentally met this girl, and she took him back to nurse him at her home, and he fell in love with her even though he was brainwashed. But what did he say? He said, let's see if they actually bring it back.
You're lucky, young man, very lucky. If I were to tell you the statistics on death by snake,
anyway, they wiped out the most important line in the whole movie for this radical liberation of this brainwashed thing, brainwashed person, was he said she was lovable and I was lovable. See, that these Frank Sinatra helps to break their program, but have a look of what he experienced in Korea.
I know this magnificent hydrangeas on
imagining that they're in some kind of a tea party
perfect and very
when these American soldiers were, they got two best friends to murder his comrade because they had completely brainwashed them to see what they're seeing is this this little tea party. Okay? Now when in fact it's actually this. It's actually these guys making a demonstration.
Allow me to introduce our American visitors. I must ask you to forgive their somewhat lackadaisical manners, but I have conditioned them, or brainwashed them, which I understand is the new American word. I believe that they are waiting out a storm in the lobby of the small...
So we are all waiting out the storm.
...a meeting of the Ladies' Garden Club.
The Ladies' Garden Club. So this movie should never have been remade. It should have been put out there and canonized, and it should not be allowed to remake it. But not only that, if you try to go and look at the clips, there will be clips, but it will be missing the part where he said, I was lovable, Josie was lovable. He felt himself to be lovable, and he felt her to be lovable. Now, do you find anything in this culture today to be lovable about anybody? Like, everybody looks bad. Every race is looking really bad. Everybody, they try to bring out, this is a magnificent movie, The Manchurian Candidate from 1962. Not the remake, because in a remake, they take apart the most important parts of the movie that you could actually learn something. So I don't know if these are human beings behind this or the devil himself. But definitely humans are carrying out this hiding on purpose. And what is the purpose of hiding those words, that scene? Except for, like, this is where it gets really scary, is that these are unknowns. The unknowns are what's going to get us.